This video, I'm going to show you how to stop undervaluing yourself and overvaluing others. I'm going to show you exactly what to do so that you stop that negative cycle. Welcome back to another video. My name's Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you something that I think if you're in the pattern of, and if you keep this cycle going, you will continue to experience more and more resistance in your life. You'll find that you view yourself in a certain way and therefore other people feel that insecurity on you. But when you apply what I share with you, it will change everything like that. It has to do with understanding your own value and then also the value of other people and having this balanced perspective so that you don't vibrationally separate yourself from either connecting with other people or from experiencing what you want in your life. So I know for a long time in my own life, I spent years not feeling like I was worthy, not feeling like, I guess not having that self-image, that self-concept of myself that I was somebody that was worthy of accomplishing great things in life. And when I say that, it's because I used to, you may know some of my past, but I kind of had it literally put into me that, you're not worthy, you're not capable of much. When I was a kid, it was like you're a kid and you're meant to be seen and not heard. There was a certain level of value there where I felt undervalued. And because of that, I always had experiences in my life of somebody that would reflect that undervaluing back to me. It was a vibrational energy that I was holding on to, a self-image that I was holding on to, that was keeping me in a certain state and keeping other people responding to me in that certain way. So when we're talking about undervaluing and overvaluing, it has to do with the mismanagement of value. It has to do with the mismanagement of the way you see yourself, of seeing either other people on a pedestal or seeing yourself lower than them. And because of that, what happens is you go through life kind of getting banged around. It's almost like you start to, in a way, become part of a certain archetype, like almost a victim archetype. Now, archetypes are these energies that we all have within us because we're all connected to the collective consciousness. And sometimes as we start to identify with them, we then start to experience more and more of a reality that is reflective of it. And as an example, think about your favorite movies and why you identify with certain characters. Well, sometimes you might be watching a movie, you may identify with the hero. You may identify with the best friend of the hero. You may identify with the person that's in trouble, that needs saving. You may identify with the villain. You may identify with the mentor or the supportive family member. Whatever type of character you identify with, many times will be part of your own identity. And the thing is many people have fallen into roles that no longer fit. They may have fallen into a role of being the cameo in everyone else's movie, where everyone else is then overvalued because you're just there to be the water boy or the water girl, to be the cameo, the person that's just trying to weasel your way in there, instead of claiming your star role, which is really who you are. So when we talk about undervaluing yourself and overvaluing others as well, it comes from a premise, from a notion that other people are cut from a different cloth. No one is cut from a different cloth. We are all a part of the same universal infinite energy. The difference between someone you put on a pedestal and somebody that, maybe you view yourself as less than that of value is that you may have not tapped into your own value and realized your own value already. Much of our reality is based on the permission we give ourselves. For example, somebody that is becoming successful gives themselves more and more permission to accept and receive that abundance or accept and receive that validation from other people because they're validating themselves. You see, there really is no outer reality other than the reality that we believe we are in. And this whole concept of what I'm sharing with you right now has to do with you knowing that anything is possible for you when you give yourself validation and when you give yourself permission to just be who you are. Lior and I made a video yesterday, which is on our vlog channel. She was vlogging and we were talking about this. There she is in the background, by the way. She's there. And she's bundled under her blankets, just reading her iPad. It's her morning routine. And what we were talking about yesterday is, we're now living, if I kind of turn this around for a sec, or maybe I'll show some, you can't really see out the window right now. But we're living in a really cool place. And the thing we don't want people to think is that we got lucky or that we did it and nobody else can do this too. Our main intention for this is people knowing that you are cut from the same cloth. All we did is we put in the work. We put in the work. We dedicated ourselves to a vision. Most people that are undervaluing themselves aren't dedicated to a vision. Because if you were dedicated to a vision, you would have a certain level of gravity. You would have a certain level of direction that you were moving in, and you wouldn't really care as much about what other people thought. I look at myself at the old job I had working at Barney's New York in women's shoes, and it's a commission-based job. I would go in every day, and many times what would happen is I would compare myself to the other employees. There was one guy that was so passionate about shoes, and he was just so good at selling shoes, and he's just so passionate about it. And I was like, well, I could be passionate, but I didn't have that flair that he had when it came to it because I wasn't that passionate about it. But I would undervalue myself and be like wondering, why am I not leading up to that? Why am I not meeting that standard? And a lot of it had to do with the fact that I just wasn't passionate about that, but I wasn't actually developing my own gravity with a certain vision that really fueled me. So much of undervaluing and overvaluing comes from a comparison trap of either this or this. Everything just is. It's just the question of how much are you going to put into your own inner growth, raising your own vibration, and creating a vision that you want to go in the direction of in. That's where the power is. The value is about how much value can you tap into within yourself. Because the way that our reality works is the more value you put out is the more value you get back. If you're undervaluing yourself, then you're probably not tapping into your own value. The more I've tapped into my own value, the more abundant I've been than ever before, the more freedom I've had than ever before, because I'm tapping into my own value and I know my own worth. But it wasn't always like that. I wasn't some entitled kid growing up that had everything given to him. I was somebody that went through quite a bit of adversity, quite a bit of challenging situations, but then I realized that all of that stuff in the past didn't happen to me, it happened for me because it led to a spiritual awakening years later. And if you're here right now, you've most likely are either going through a spiritual awakening, have gone through a spiritual awakening, or about to go through one at a deeper level. Because you can only perceive that which you are the vibration of. So the key to tapping into your own value is going within, seeing what you are passionate about, and then how what you are passionate about adds value to other people. Doesn't mean you have to be in the service industry. Doesn't mean that you have to be, putting out content. It could be, but it just means you're tapping into the value within you. If you're overvaluing others, then you're putting other people on a pedestal. You're seeing their value, but you're failing to see your own value. The key isn't to undervalue others so that you're all undervalued. That's like tearing down and said there's two ways of having and building the tallest skyscraper. The first way is that you build the tallest skyscraper. The second way is that you tear everyone else's down so that everyone's at the same level as you. And when it comes to undervaluing or overvaluing, don't tear yourself down and other people down, because the key to this is realizing everyone is valuable. And I know it sounds cookie cutter. It's like everyone's a special snowflake. But in actuality, the more you realize your own and how special you are, the more other people will be able to see that in you. If you're putting out an energy field that says, I'm not worthy, I'm not special, have no gift, then guess what? you're putting that energy out and other people are responding to you based on that energy. But the key to this really is seeing and knowing that you are cut from the same cloth. Anything you want to experience in your life, you can experience. And I say that because I'm nothing special. It's not that I was able to make daily videos on YouTube because I had some superhuman ability. I used to view myself as a lazy person. Many people don't know this. Because all they see is the videos every day for 3 years, and they assume, oh, that's just always who he's been. There was a moment when I decided, this is who I am now. And it required me walking around my dad's hallway when I was living at my dad's house saying, why am I not growing? Why am I still having this 9-to-5 job? What is the one thing I could do every day? In a way, I felt like I was connecting to like a future version of me that was like, make videos every single day, your life will transform. So that's what I did. I just felt that. I knew that. I stayed consistent to that vision. And within a month or so, within 2 or 3 weeks, I started to it became a part of me. Making videos is a part of me. Even now, I don't have to make these videos every single day, but it is who I am. Remember, you get in life not a reflection of what you do or what you think, or what you feel. You get a reflection in your life of who you are, your identity, how you view yourself. And if you view yourself as less than other people, then you are going to be putting out an energy field that where other people respond to you based on that way. The power of this is knowing that's all within you. That's all within you, because all reality is a reflection of you and your relationship with you. Because there really is nothing else in reality other than you at the deeper levels. Everything is you. So if you want to change your reality of how people value you, change your story about how you value yourself. If you want to change your reality where you feel like you're running around as the cameo in everyone else's movie, then guess what? It's not about changing the director. It's not about changing the production manager. It's not about changing the lead actors and telling them what to do. It's about changing you, because everyone else in your reality is just playing according to the role that you're playing. If you're taking the back seat, they're going to get in the front seat. If you are just sitting there on the sidelines, they're going to assume that they have to be in the star role. But if you just take center stage and know that it's a part of who you are, then guess what? They are going to then support you. People support you on the role that you are playing in life. And undervaluing means you're playing small. Overvaluing them means you're viewing them as big. Reality is but a play. Reality is but a game. Reality is but a dream. These are all metaphors, but it's actually closer to reality than we think. Reality really is a form of dream that is flexible based according to the story and the beliefs we have about what it is. And when you change the way you relate to this and you realize everything is about reflection of your relationship with you, you then notice that your reality begins to change in a very powerful way. So realize that you can do this too. You can travel the world. You can do what you love. You can tap into your own inner value. You can be, do, or have anything you want. But you have to make a choice. You have to have the vision, and you have to stay dedicated to it. Most people will not stay dedicated to a vision. I've seen some people, I know some people, there was this person that I knew at the gym, and her and her boyfriend are friends, and they are friends of mine, and she's a singer, and she was making YouTube videos, and I could so see it. She got up to like 100,000 subs fairly quickly, and she had one song that just went viral, and a couple other videos that did really well, and if she would have kept with it, she would have, there's no doubt in my mind, she would have way more subscribers than she has now. She would be doing it full time. But now it's just a hobby. It's just something on the side that she does. But at a certain point, maybe it was her own desire, I don't know. But I could easily see that if I kind of told her that too, is like if you stay consistent to it, you will break through. But, and to be able to do it full time. It's a little bit different when you're in the singing industry than when, you know, in the personal development industry like Lior and I are in, because it's a different type of business. But nonetheless, I could so see it. But there wasn't that consistency put in. There wasn't that vision of that choice of staying consistent to it. Eventually, the vision probably fell off to the side, which there's nothing wrong with. Maybe that was the intention. I don't know. But the reason I say this is because in every single one of you, if you find your vision and then align to it, take action as that version of you. Think about that vision often. Feel as and know that that's your passion, that's who you really are. Move in that direction and know you deserve it. You deserve it. There's this quote by Bashar that I like that he says that creation does not make mistakes. So if you exist for a reason. You are worthy and you deserve everything that you would want in your life. And to say that creation doesn't make mistakes and to say, well, I'm the one exception, it's actually very selfish. You're saying that you are the one exception out of all of creation. You are the one exception that isn't worthy, but everyone else is. Everyone else is overvalued on the pedestal, but you. But that's not actually the case. If you exist, then you have a purpose and you have the potential to do amazing things in your life. But the key is, when will you make the choice? When will you make the choice that that's who you are? When will you make the choice that that's your vision? When will you start moving in that direction? When will you take action as that version of you? Imagine the version of you that's doing exactly what you want to be doing, that values yourself, that is living the lifestyle you want. Imagine that version of you and simply decide that's who you are now. Then make choices as that version of you. Stay consistent to that vision. Wake up every day and take action towards that vision. Wake up every day knowing that's who you are. Continue to take action in that way. You'll notice that your life begins to change in a very powerful way. The universe will test you. It's not going to test you in the way that you think, but you will get an echo of the old reality. You will then have a choice. Do you want to surrender to the vision that you had and just go back to the old way? Or do you want to stay consistent to the way you prefer to be? You see, that's the difference. The difference is how strong and how much will you be focused on that vision, knowing it's who you are. That's all it is. Have a vision, stay consistent to that vision. You will then start to value yourself more because then you're tapping into your purpose. You're tapping into who you really are. Anyone else that you see in life, celebrities that you think would be the most amazing thing to meet them as a celebrity, you want to know what you'd find out if you met them? They're also people. They're normal people. They're normal people that have tapped into their own passion and therefore gotten to a place to where other people value their passion because they value their own passion. But they have that saying that goes something like, be afraid to meet your idols because you might be disappointed, or something like that. Or don't have such high expectation of the idols that you meet because you may be let down. You may find out they're just normal people. You have them such on a pedestal. You are overvaluing them so much. Yes, you can appreciate them, but the key to undervaluing, overvaluing is just appreciation. Appreciate yourself and appreciate others and leave it at that. Appreciation. And at the same time, knowing you are cut from the same cloth. You just have to make the choice. Make the choice. Make the choice. Be who you are meant to be. Make the choice right now. Take action in that direction and know that as you do, your life will begin to change in a very powerful way. But you first have to make the choice. I made the choice. Anything in my life that has transformed my life the most has come from one choice I've made. I made the choice to meditate every day. Back in 2012, changed my entire life. Changed my self-identity, changed the way I saw myself. I started to value myself more because then I started to observe my thoughts more and I started to see that these old labels and definitions didn't serve me more. And then I made the choice to go daily on YouTube, to go for my passion, to develop the willpower. And when I did that, my whole entire life transformed within 4 or 5 months. Make the choice. Make the choice. And by making the choice, you'll then see they aren't cut from a different cloth. They just put in the work. And they've just valued themselves. and that this is also possible for you. Anything you want is possible for you. How much will you tap into this yourself? And when you make that choice, you'll see that your life begins to change in a very powerful way. But undervaluing, overvaluing comes from the comparison trap. The comparison trap of you relating to others when there really is no other. When I was at my old job in the commission sales job, if I viewed myself as competing with other people, I would create scarcity and I would create this desperate energy. But when I would instead compete with myself and see what is the best I can be, that's when amazing things would happen. So I think it was Michael Jordan that said, he doesn't compete with other people. Even though he was in basketball games competing with other people, he was competing with the best version of himself. That's why he was so great. So the key to this is seeing yourself in that way. This is all about your relationship to you and how much value you're putting in yourself. How much value you're acknowledging in yourself. And realize that everyone is cut from the same cloth. It's just about, are you willing to make the choice? They made the choice. I made the choice. Lior made the choice. We all made the choice to do what we love and to tap into our own value. And now people may view us on a pedestal. But if you were to meet us, you'd see we're also just normal people. Normal people who do what we love. And the thing is if you like our content or you vibe with it, it's because that also exists within you, and you just have to make the choice. So make the choice. Understand who you really are. If you exist, you have a purpose for existing and you are worthy. Creation does not make mistakes. And you are not the one epiphany that isn't worthy and everyone else is worthy. This is about taking your star role back. Understanding your part in this play of life. And knowing that when you do that, your life begins to change in a powerful way. Now, something that I do have is I have a survey that you can take to calibrate your vibration, which will then show you your vibration in the form of an archetype, plus give you a meditation specific for your level and show you how to get to the next level. Plus, I will send you emails showing you how to get to the next level of consciousness. So to get that, you go to whatsmyvibration.com. You'll see in the top of the description box before. You can go to whatismyvibration.com or whatsmyvibration.com. They'll both take you to the same place. And what you'll find is a survey there. It takes about a minute to complete. And then you'll reveal your level of consciousness or level of vibration, and then you'll know exactly what to do to get to the next level. So if you like this video, could you do me a favor and hit the like button? Let me know. Comment below any suggestions you have for future videos. I've been branching out a little bit other than the norm of what I've been making. So leave comments below of the kind of topics you want to see me talk about, and I will add those to a list and begin making some videos on them. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Also, hit the notification bell so you can see the daily vids that I do. That's the way YouTube does it now. I got a lot more cool vids coming for you, a lot of cool vids here in Tulum. Lior says hi. He says hello again. And other than that, we'll see you on the next. That's okay, that's all you need. You are worthy. I'll see you later. Peace, much love, and namaste.